Hello students, I am going to explain you the simple merge sort. In simple merge sort, what we do is we divide the array or the unsorted array into two parts, and we keep on comparing the elements of the first half array with the second half array. When the item is less than the second part array, we will assign it to the third array. So at the end of this process, we end up having a sorted array. My program execution starts from the main. I have declared an array A of 50. N represents the number of items inside the array, and I, which acts as a loop control variable in my for loop. I ask enter the array size. The size of the array is accepted or read from the keyboard and stored in the variable n. Now enter the array elements will be printed. Now as and when the user inputs the array elements, I keep on reading the array elements with the help of the for loop and assign it inside the declared array A. Here the for loop is first initialized to 0. I is initialized to 0. Check for the condition if I is less than n. If the condition is true, I enter the for loop. I read the element from the keyboard, increment my I, and again check the condition. If the condition is true, I again enter the for loop, read one more element from the keyboard, and assign it to the array. Again increment my I. This iterates until the number of elements inside my array is given. Once it's given, I print the elements of the array as array elements before sorting. For printing purpose also I use the for loop. The loop control variable is assigned to 0. I is less than n condition will be checked. If the condition is true, I enter the for loop, print the value of a of 0, increment my I. Now my I becomes 1. Check for the condition 1 less than n, and again if the condition is true, I enter the for loop, I print the value. So all the elements inside my array will be printed in this manner. Afterwards I'll be calling the merge sort function, where I am declaring a, where I am passing the array a and the starting position 0 and n minus 1 as a argument. So once merge sort is called, I come to this function. Once the flow of control reaches this function, I declare a variable mid and check for the condition. If low is less than high, what is my low? Low is assigned a value 0, high is assigned a value n minus 1. If it is true, I calculate the midpoint of that array with the help of the formula low plus high divided by 2. After the midpoint is calculated, I iteratively or recursively call the merge sort function with the help of a of low, a, low and mid is first called. When this function is called, again I call merge sort a, mid plus 1 and high. Lastly, I call the simple merge function where the actual sorting happens. Let me explain the simple merge function. Simple merge function where I am declaring few variables. I is assigned a value low, j is assigned a value mid plus 1, k is assigned a value low again, and I am declaring a new array C to store the sorted array. I write a while loop where I check for the condition I is less than or equals to mid and j is less than or equals to high. When both these conditions are true, I enter the while loop. I check for the condition if a of I is less than a of j. If a of I is less than a of j, if it yields a true result, I assign the value of a of I to the new array C of k. After assignment, I increment both my index values I is equals to I plus 1 and k is equals to k plus 1. If a of I is less than a of j yields a false result, that is, if a of I is not less than a of j, the else block will be executed. When the else block is executed, I'll be assigning the value of a of j to a of k, and I keep incrementing j and k. This happens until all the elements inside the array gets exhausted. So once I complete comparing all the elements inside my array, I come out of the while loop, and suppose if there are what I have done is I have divided a single array into two parts, and I'm comparing the elements of the first part of the array with the elements of the second part of the array. And when the comparison, with the help of the comparison, whichever the smallest element I get, I keep on inserting it inside the new array. Now while I complete all comparison, there are chances that the first part of the array are left out with few elements, or the second part of the array is left out with few elements. So I have to compare, so I have to insert those elements inside the newly formed array. So I am checking with the condition while I is less than or equals to mid. While my I is still less than or equals to mid, what I do, I assign all the values of a to C of k while incrementing I and k. Once this is done, I check if my j is less than or equals to high. If that is the case, that means the second part of the array is left out with few elements. I assign a of j to a of k, sorry, C of k, incrementing the j and k. When both the things happen, my C array is holding the elements in the sorted order. With the help of a for loop, I assign all the elements of the C array to the array A. So once this is completed, I end up having an array in a sorted order. So the flow of control will come to this point, and I print the array after sorting. Let me run this program and check how the output works. Let me choose the array size. Let me check the array size as 10. Let me enter the array elements. To always check a program, it is always good to give the worst possible input. The worst possible input is the input in a descending order. So 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So I have entered all the 10 elements. So the array elements before sorting is 100, 90, 80, 70, 60 and so on. After sorting, The array elements are arranged in an ascending order, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So hope you have understood how this program works. This program falls under divide and conquer method. Here we are dividing the problem into smaller segments and we are trying to find the solution. So this falls under divide and conquer method. Hope you have understood the program. Thank you.